Hello and welcome to Evil Bank Manager. This is a simulator where you are an evil bank manager in the medieval era. And I mean medieval era because these are all the countries in the world. See, in Germany, there are no Germany. And Brittany is an own state. Spain is Castile and Aragon. And Egypt is Mamluks. The Ottomans is alive. So yes, this is medieval era. There are no Americas, because this is before America was discovered. Iceland is up here, but we cannot be on that. I don't know. For Icelanders, I got it for you. But yeah, you are a bank manager that will have to invest in a nation. And of course, there are some signs you can fuck and further down lines. So this one, find gain amount on investment in property. Yes, you do investments in properties. So you can go over here to the big churchy thing, go in here and see, oh, I have grain. You can do for the grain also, but it has also always been iffy. You don't always earn money on that. So I will take this one, purchase. Now I own a wood company. I own a forest. Gives me some base income. These are my costs. I have resources. And you can just buy one each round. My headquarters I can upgrade. Yeah. It costs 700 and all that. I can get more espionage and all that. That will help me in different criteria. You have guards that will help you repossess when people default on their loans. You can go here and see, oh, someone wants a loan. Loan default. I get so much more if they default in one turn. I give them 800. Yoink. And if they default, I send people and they will give me either land or gold in turn. If you have good enough. These helps me espionage. My spies, as they help me stay on good terms with my nation, which I had Brandenburg, that will one day Russia. The armory is where I can make weapons and all, and that's important because selling weapons is one of your main incomes. I can do this now and up buildings. I need stone for that. I don't produce stone. But I can buy stone. But if I have this amount of stone in a stone quarry, it will be cheaper. Building information. This is where our bank searches. Buy. Yes. So if I do this, better. I get better. Oh, well. Let's just get every one of these start with. No. There. Yeah, if you're woozy about the cameras flying around, well, I can. But this is a turn-based. It's not time-based. Until the end of the game, by 300 sides of 1500. And here you can see, here's the current wars that are. There's no wars in the world. So, we are currently at peace. The entire world. No nation is at war. What? You can make your country go to war. And here say start a war. But you need a certain amount of influence. So I can take a meeting here. Yeah, now respected. I can also disable it. Add. And increase different here. Now I can start a war. And these are the potential, let's assume. These are the potential places I can start a war with. It will cost money, influence, and all that. If they succeed, thumbs up, they like you more. But if you start a war that we loses, they hate you. And that will hinder your ability to do anything. Now let's go in here and get, oh, I can get for 12,000 base stat, meaning I can get a really much better wood production. There, I can go in here to exchange. This is, I have 105 wood. I can sell that for 200, but I won't. You can also buy, so if you go in here, I can say, I want stone, I want steel. Oh, okay. Can't do that? Oh, I couldn't do that. Okay. And that, yeah, then you can go here, armory, go in here. Idea. There. I can now make crossbows. I will order them. Now I have created arrows, crossbows. So now I have 26 of them. And that means arms, yes, and sell them. Instead of selling those for 105, I can now get 2. And of course, later on you can make 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000 of them. And make money. Let's continue this. So a lot of this game. Oh, now. This is too much. That's 20,000. This is 7,000. But I won't because I don't trust grain production. It's iffy. 45. Yeah. Okay. Let's take that. New batch of weapons. They want me to create a new batch of weapons. I can now make 150. Yoink. Now I have nearly 200 of them. And current wars in the world. Japan. Okay. Go to. So here you can choose sides. You can join the war on a specific side. And you can invest money into the country. So you get a property. So if I say I want to join on the side, Japanese, army costs. So they have one. What? I can invest. Let's say 15,000. Boom! I get a gold. Yes! I got something that produces gold, and I can also go in here and say I want to sell my weapons. I can get 1,000, nearly 2,000. Sell all the weapons. So now I have 5,000 left. Let's go. Turn. And I make. See that? Income. And that's basically 2 turns left of the war. So all the wars are turned back. Only war. Okay, this is pacifist. Yeah, normally by turn 5 or something, there's 10 wars in Europe alone. Europe is a wild place. But that also means I can later on open this trade. So when I have 177,000, I can start trade in this. I now have property here. And here you can invest in in Brandenburg. So yes, you can also go up again. You can choose whatever country you want. Of course, you start with a capital of 100,000 or less. So you have to start small. So you can't go, for example, I'll go to Russia. China is big. Let's go to China. Yeah, you see here, China costs nearly 400,000 to start with. So you have to start small and just build yourself up. And you can, if you want, start. Let's say I can start. If I would have started here and wage war on Tucson and Mamluks, I can make Tucson to take over the entire North Africa territories. That's a long-term game, and if I will, let's see, if I take Austria after this, I can actually make them go over the sell to sides. And another thing I would also say, if you, let's say, take a nation, let's see if I take Teutonic Order. Okay, they have one territory. That means whenever someone goes to war, the entire territory closes. Meaning to those territories I have here, or if someone attacks Japan, where I have land or investments, that investment would stop during the war. So it's a little planning in all this. So yes, you can think, oh, I take one province starter. Yes, but when they went to war, for example, Riga, yeah, that stops the entire product line. But yeah, maps will change like in the normal. This is based on what map, and it will change a lot. So let's skip the turn. I lost money there. Fantastic. So I capital. Yoink. Go over here. Make 300 of those. Yep. See here. Is there any new wars? No. Still no new wars. No weapons. Yoink. I get 3,000. Boom. I go over here. Find an investment. Yes. A cottage. A house. Good. And continue. Victory! Yes! My nation has victory. So Japan won. Investment has been a no loss to the value. Now it should be higher, but then no wars. My income is dependent on war, and you are not at war with anyone. Ah! Okay. Can I do anything here? No, I can't do anything here because no one is at war. Let's see. Yes, Mamluks. Okay, yes. You guys actually attacking Fusen. I just spoke about. So this is the army. The no allies. Other countries' banks. There are other banks, but this territory will given to Fusen if they win. Let's see. I will support Fusan. I can invest gold. I don't have much. Back. Capital. Go over here. Make crossbows. Sell. That's 3,000 investment. Boom. Now we go here. Now they will win the war, as they have more investment in their defense. In their army. So let's go turns because, and let's go. Yoink. Anymore. Now do we have wars? Finally! Whoa. Sweden trying to take on Russia? Oh, that's early. Oh, that's really early. But yeah, I can go over here and say I want to sell all my weapons again. Boom. 9,000. So now they have a huge difference and they will now war. Unless another banker joins and say, haha, no, psych, and destroys me with 10,000 investment. Yeah, that's how the war. Here you see all the right now. Out, yeah. So Sweden are fighting for the... Okay, so if Russia wins, this is Russian. If Sweden wins, this is... How's the difference? Oh. I can invest. But, let's wait for one more time. Join on their side. Sell. They just win. Ah, okay, so that's 3,000, 5,000. There. Boom. I got a skin. Now they have 10,000 there, so they win. 4 new. Search. Okay, so you are a good diplomat. Great investor. Great guard. Okay. So, guard. There and there. Exit. Now, go an investor. Go to diplomacy. Get you in there. Guard, you in there. Now, you see, we produce more fear. We have pay them more. Have bigger investments. We have more influence in diplomacy. And that's how you have to play this game. It's really... Let's go 2 more. Yes. Fantastic. So you... Get out of there. Now I have better 2 good diplomacy and I get 160. And it's a balancing act. It's more expensive the further up you go and all that. This, I believe, map. Sweden won. There. Down here. Peasant won. And got a huge chunk of territory. And that's basically not. Hey. Ah, Castile versus Portugal. What? You are eternal friends. You never go to war, except in video games. I think it's one or two wars the entire exist. Something that. Northern Ireland. Yes, you can be island and just take over the entire island. That's a long shot. Done it once. Taken parts of France and with them. So yeah, you can have a one country campaign where you are only in one. But I can also investments. Let's see. If I had 20,000, I can start. They're luxury in sources, so source and it's all countries. So investment add. Go down here. You have payments. That's their resource. Change. You can sell luxuries, agriculture. I'm not a great. Let's see. Prove. I can prove because I'm headquarters. Oh, I can make 1,000. I do. So yeah, right now I'm losing money. Another meeting. And you see here it's a summit. You get a lot more influence. Like you more. Property of competitors. So I have a competitor that have invested in Brandenburg. Here we can get influence. Fear against competitors. Oh, I can this. But here, Ernstland. Nice. Political and just stealing. Basically, just stealing. Sapphires. But it's a long game. It's not something you just sit down and think, I'm gonna play a little. This is. Oh, wow. Okay, now we have war. Oh, it. Just this. So England against Scotland. Oh no. There's nothing I specifically win on. Scotland! How much did it cost to invest in you? 41,000. That's a little. I need, can I get iron mine? Oh no. Federal Reserve System. Yeah, that's what you're going for. That's the ultimate goal. It is to get Federal Reserve Bank and you be in control of it. That's the winning scenario. If you don't get majority in it, you lose. There's nothing in it. Nothing. Now I can invest more. And you see, there's a long line. Really long line. All the way up to steam turbine. And that's a scientific victory. You win. You can also just press this and say, go for this. And here are the other banks. And we are on the bottom. Shadow banking. Yay! Some of these banks are true banks that have existed. But banking in the medieval era was really bad. Because if you loan to the king who said, nah, You're not allowed to be a bank anymore, destroy you, and he's no longer in debt, even though he borrowed millions of. So yeah, banking early on is really risky. Because you might remember something called Masonic Orders and Templars. Yes, the Knight Templars was in France and all that. They got destroyed because the king was greedy and didn't want to repay debt he owed. But that's basically the game. Let's see if I can find a way to start something. Start a war. Not allowed to start. Should I start that? No. No! Oh, it's nearly. Let's go one more. Start a war and start with Pomerania. That costs too. Yeah, there are costs to everything. I can't afford to go to war. And they changed that a little, so it's actually more expensive now. Give me 1,000. I have forced start a war. I have to a war. Let's go in here. Join Poland. Oh, look at this. Poland has participants. Help. Great. So I'll go here. Sell 1,000. Boom. Now I have 10,000. More. Sell. For 11,000, but I still don't have. Still does. Buy that, get a little. Why does it cost so much to go to war? Sell. I don't know. That's enough. Yes, I am finally rich enough to start a. So for Pomerania, let's go there. So I have coastal. Boom. We are now at war. In 4 rounds, we have basically lost the war. Because, yeah, holy wow. There's a lot of people involved in this war. Why? Because it's the Holy Roman Empire. That's bankruptcy. Running low on gold. Oh. I don't have enough for the next round. Arr. Yeah, I'm not making any of that. That's disabled because we are at war. So I have to do this. Yoink. I now have a lot of money. Iron! Yes! Finally! Now I can start building different arms. Now I can force and all. Yeah, this is where I have property, so I don't have anything. Here. Yoink. They have more money. I can invest gold. Let's say 8,000. Boom. I got grain, yeah. Fantastic. But yeah, the Teutonic Order. Wait. The Teutonic Order won against Poland. Oh, wow. But yeah, we won. So we have this. We have more places we can invest in now. So there, I showed you how a war worked. My own country. And Scotland is disappearing. Okay. I really wanted. Look here. All of these nations are at war. Portugal. Okay. Portugal is trying to get more land in Africa. But yeah. After our entire playthrough, you can. If you take a picture of, let's say, the map right here, without the wars, and take a picture after the game, you see a completely different. So the map is ever changing. And the fun thing is none of the wars are scripted. Every war is unique. So a Russian war can start in the beginning of the game, or Japanese war can start Or there are some countries that never go to war with each other. Because France and England sometimes war. Boom, 500. Oh, now I can do this. Boom, I'm plus respected. Boom, and boom, +4 respected. Now Brandenburg loves me. And that's how it is. This, I am not far away from reducing cost. So, other regions will have the other banks will have more. It will be more expensive for them to be here, to invest and all that. But I rarely do that unless there are multiple banks in one nation. And you have, let's see here, you can start different. You can start with different bonuses. And if you want, start as Chinese that has maintenance in the country of Ming, meaning if you are in Ming, so you have to work yourself up to that nation. So let's say there. These are the difficulties. Beginning, easy, medium, hard, ultra hard. Ultra hard, and it's mega. It's really. You start, you have a tutorial, it's always there, you can skip it. Button. And you start it by saying Tyron. And as you see here, the map is. So I start with 4,500, so I have to start. Let's see here and say hello. Please accept me. And I'm now Irish. With 2,400. Start science and all that, but the capital is all the same. But if I start, let's say, there. Here, get tips. Important. Yep. And you see here, I said Hitman Bank. But here you see an entire different style. Really nice, really beautiful. But yeah, that is the Evil Bank Manager, a game where you try to take over the world as an evil banker. You don't have to stay. Let's see here. Even if you put an Asian bank first, you can be over here. You can be in Africa, wherever. And if you want, you can have 10 nations. There's no limit on how many nations you can. It will hamper you a little, depending on your income. But let's say if I go down here, you don't have no you diamonds here. 4 people. 2 donor God and your investments, credits, you and you God. Next turn. Here. I got a goal. Yeah. Okay. You can be lucky and get some really rare resources, but not something you get no matter. Issue 3 loans. Yeah. So this one gives you tasks you complete and you get a reward no matter what. It's optional. If you don't want to do that, you ignore that section. Well, and I actually I get an iron mine very early. That's really. And it was. No. The pacifists. They have updated because sometimes a war, 2 or 3 wars start in the start. Stepping stone. That's a bloop. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. And if you're interested in more simulator games, put it down in the comments what you think of this simulator series. I actually surprised. I'm actually really surprised about some of my video simulated loaded. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, a good one.